Alright, so today we have Cold Fear. It's a game from 2005, came out right around the time that Resident Evil 4 came out, so it does have pretty similar stuff to Resident Evil 4. You'll notice as we go along, but if you do have any particular motion and or seasickness or images that like to rock back and forth can nauseate you, you might want to not watch, because 90% of this will be rocking back and forth on a boat. So that is a precursor warning to anyone with any particular seasickness or anything in particular like that, because yeah, the imagery in this will absolutely nauseate you just from the sheer back and forth motion of the boat rocking, as well as the character adjusting to the boat rocking as well, so it'll be kind of tough to watch.
Something's out there.
Come in. Damn it, Hernandez. Talk to me. What's going on? I'm not getting anything here. Marcus. Law. Do you hear me? Come on. Somebody answer me. Is anybody alive out there? Come in. Get me another asset up there pronto.
So as we can see, the special forces that were sent in were immediately dispatched by some form of very ravenous badger, I can only assume. And now we're going to have our protagonist showing up.
In the vicinity of the vessel, and will now initiate a search patrol and look for it.
As far as games go, I don't think I've ever really played too many where you play as a Coast Guard, so that's kind of interesting. But that is our main protagonist. He is a member of the Coast Guard. So, off the top of my head, I don't think I know of any where you play as a Coast Guard member, but here is one. But yeah, again, if you suffer from any kind of motion sickness or can't stand imagery that swirls back and forth, sloshing at a 30-degree angle, you might not want to watch, because it is kind of hard to keep watching that if you have those sorts of problems. So, just a warning. Let's see, a note about ammo conservation. General Order Number 16. Due to the platform's irregular supplies, we must conserve our munitions and medkits as much as possible. Therefore, 1. Live ammo training is now suspended pending new orders. 2. In combat situations, it is vital that all soldiers look to their downed comrades as potential sources of ammo or medkits. In the same interests of economy, use body searches when really necessary. 3. Use the butt of your rifle in close combat situations. This will enable you to gain the necessary distance to adjust your aim. 4. Some of your opponents will attempt to immobilize you. Do not simply empty your clips. Strike out at them to free yourself and shoot at point-blank range. This is generally highly effective. Anashenko. So this game in particular, we play on a Russian ship. Again, I seem to be running into foreign languages that I am not good at for games. Last time it was German, before it was Spanish, now it's Russian, so yet again, something that I am not good at. Barely have enough to say yes, so if we do run into any Russian signs or anything, I will be sadly not good at it. But as we can see from the fellow over there that just got taken out by a wave, we don't want to follow suit, so we're definitely going to be careful involving the waves. But we will take his pistol ammo, so it's ours now.
These Russian boats aren't exactly.
Looks like blood all over the floor. That's
so that I don't get lost.
not very good.
See how much of my Russian I still remember.
But We can go inside the door after shooting the box.
Они повсюду! Они идут прямо на нас! Тихо! Они могут нас услышать!
And thankfully we do have some subtitles, so I'm not completely lost.
Hey,
Осторожно! Один из
It's not un forastero, but
Черт! Черт! Черт!
it's certainly more legible.
Огонь!
We do have some human enemies though, so... easy enough to take out. And it said we can loot bodies and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So far, I've played a little bit of this game, just again to test out the general layout feel, work on the modifying the game to play in widescreen and all of that. So I'm not completely out of my depth here. I have played a little bit. But we have another note about electrical boxes. So we can go ahead and read that. So, Certificate of Death. Name Corporal Y. Legay. Legay? Again, I don't know the pronunciation of 2 dots over letters. So, we'll just say Legay. Cause of death, electrocution. Details. According to witnesses, Corporal Legay has misplaced his electronic key while on duty. Unable to reach his official post, he promptly fired at the electrical control box on door 114, causing it to explode. Exposed live wiring subsequently came into contact with a pool of water on the floor. The door opened, however, Corporal Legay was electrocuted. No follow-up necessary. So, poor guy decided, hey, I don't need a keycard. Shot some electrical box and electrocuted himself. Very nice. We do have a shiny in the water here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And apparently your boy wasn't dead there. And apparently didn't have anything on him. So, this game does have a kind of weird control scheme. It's not tank controls. Like, whichever way I push the analog stick is the way that I move, kind of like Signalis that we just played. But, whenever we aim, it automatically snaps forward. It's kind of Resident Evil combined with Resident Evil 4. It's not over the shoulder, but it is whenever you aim. So it's kind of weird in that regard. We do have a infirmary by the looks of it.
locked.
Nothing there.
Unlocked.
We do have the upper deck key, so we can go ahead and go in here. Looks like some form of Russian Cyrillic, but I can't read it.
Не подходи!
Okay, I guess I disturbed that guy taking a dump, but we're gonna go ahead and take the pistol bullet that I just put in him. That guy appears to be breathing while he is missing half of his face. Can we do anything with the bathroom doors? Nothing there. Nope. I guess not. So yeah, this game in particular actually doesn't have an inventory system for heals or anything. You kind of just find medicine and stuff along the way and have a limited amount of them. So as you can see my life bar in the bottom left, we can't actually carry anything with us. But, well, I guess that was supposed to spook me, but you can find healing items and stuff along the way, and it will heal you whatever you're missing. But at the same time, it's very limited, and you can't heal during combat. Oh shit, I'm on fire. but you can't heal during combat, so you kind of need to make the most of situations, and then use healing sparingly whenever you find it. So it's kind of a push and pull. You can get it, and you can have it later, but at the same time, you don't always have healing. So it kind of works like the Suffering 2, where you can just pick up healing items and stuff, but you won't have them at all times. We got a document about barrels. Colonel, the standard regulations for storage of explosive chemicals are not being followed, neither on our supply ships nor on the drilling platform itself. I have even seen barrels lying around or about that are not tied down. I ask you to exercise your authority to remedy this situation. I know that these barrels can be extremely effective against our enemies, therefore, even if it means using them as weapons, I would prefer to decide on their positions with you. I will ensure that my men use them wisely. Anashenko. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I apologize if I'm not. But
It must be downstairs.
and I'm just naturally English speaking, and that's basically all I have. A little bit of Spanish, like beginner level. So I'm not good with particular other languages. Not out of ignorance, but just out of lack of practice. So. But it said barrels are super effective against our enemies, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. And again, the ship will rock back and forth repeatedly, non-stop, so it's going to be a heck of a time. I have another letter. Dr. Kamsky. Notes on exocell infection. We have deliberately infected and observed over 300 subjects, including dogs, apes, orcas, and human beings. Those subjects have been placed under permanent biometric surveillance and dissected to accurately chart the growth of the exocell organism and help us learn how to control the process. Infection and change... I guess that's supposed to be a subtitle. Infection and change. The times it takes an infected individual to mutate depends on two factors: how long it takes the exocell to get a tendril into the victim's brain and the infected body's natural resistance. At present, we have no way of knowing how long the complete process takes for a given individual. Since body mass, height, and age seems to be of little importance, any individual infected by an exocell should thus be given the antidote as quickly as possible. If no antidote is available, the host's brain must be destroyed, and I mean destroyed, to prevent the subject from becoming an active and potential contaminating host. Indeed, the exocell seems to be able to reanimate a brain that has been clinically dead for several days. So that gives me all that I need to go bop, bop, and now we don't have anything in here. Oh, except this guy. And he's gone. Got a dude chilling in the bathroom. Apparently Lansing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I want to say Lansing is dead. Just a little bit. We do have a creepy scene behind us, though.
I found the code.
And yeah, I don't think Lansing's okay. Huh.
Help me! Holy...
Okay, so enemies in this game are pretty damn fast. That is of note. It did say we have a bash maneuver though, so we can give them a bop if they come too close. So we will probably be taking high advantage of that fact. Go ahead and grab the med kit we have here since we're kind of half health. But it said we need to find the radio room now. And we do get saves at random intervals, so there's not really a particular save function. It's just reach random section, get save. So we'll take advantage of the fact that we get saves when we get them, and save when we get them. Oh, I guess this fellow wasn't dead. And he was hitting me after the fact. Noted. Okay, so... Okay then. Okay, so we definitely want to be steady on the ship. And whenever it rocks back and forth, apparently we can end up getting absolutely thrown about. So, apparently whichever way the boat is rocking, we need to be careful.